Hey everybody, this is Frank,
This is Michael.
and we're here to play a little 2K15 while we talk about the news that Phil CM Punk Brooks has joined the UFC as of last Saturday's event. What do you think, Michael? What do you think of this? What is this breaking news?
It sounds kind of ridiculous. I'll be honest with you, Frank. Fake fighter versus trained murderers, basically, is what they are.
So, calling Phil Brooks or CM Punk, as he's been known in the WWE and in the independent wrestling circuit for a long time, is kind of a misnomer because we all do understand that like wrestling is choreographed and all. But surprisingly, Phil Brooks actually has a background in Kempo karate and has been training with the Gracies for a while. So he's definitely been training UFC stuff. So I'm not sure if he's very good. But we're going to put him in our WWE Battleground Iron Man match. We're going to put him against Jason David Frank. So, Michael, why are we having him wrestle Jason David Frank?
So, if you guys have not heard, Jason David Frank, a.k.a. the Green Ranger, a.k.a. the White Ranger, a.k.a. Tommy, what's his last? Oliver? Tommy Oliver challenged CM Punk to a sanctioned UFC fight because what else kind of ridiculous thing do we need in this world? That's ridiculous.
Yeah. Well, Dana White came out and said that, this will be CM Punk's first MMA fight. Inside, outside the UFC, absolutely his first MMA fight. So they said his opponent has to have kind of an equal footing, right? And Tommy Oliver, Jason David Frank, the Green Ranger, select your character.
Oh, yes.
Jason David Frank has had 4 amateur MMA fights, but hasn't had any professional fights, hasn't been to the UFC. So he thinks that making their UFC debuts together would be a great idea.
Does the UFC even want Jason David Frank?
I mean,
you would think they would pick him up if they actually wanted him.
Yeah, if they wanted him,
they have to challenge one of their current fighters or their new fighters to a match.
Yeah, I mean, we'd imagine that he's had his 4.
Look at CM Punk's eyes. Okay, he just saw either his family get murdered or some sort of weird creature that doesn't exist in nature, but his eyes. Look at those eyes. Those
are some like demonic Batman eyes. So yeah, you guys might be noticing our CM Punk looks a little weird. We have a kind of a UFC, a tap out MMA fighter inspired version of CM Punk for this match. We have him, no wrestling boots on, no of his standard kick pads. We got him, UFC sprawl shorts, tap out shorts.
More
in this case.
Of the weird underwear things. I've never understood that.
Yeah, why wrestlers?
Enlighten me on why people think it's okay to wrestle in basically Speedo.
In ancient Greco-Roman times, they used to do it naked, and it's better than that.
But it's not ancient Greco-Roman time. We live in a world where it's okay for just
pants
latex underwear.
Yeah, I can't say why the WWE decides that that's the better way to go. I know when CM Punk was wrestling at Ring of Honor and was an independent worker, he wore like kind of UFC. He wore baggy shorts and kick pads, He didn't wear like the Speedos he does now. But at least, we won't have to worry about seeing him in Speedos for a long, long time.
And I hope it's forever. I can't look at that. It freaks me out.
It's a little terrifying.
Don't need to see that much skin on a man while he's hugging another man in the ring and beating him up.
So, for people who haven't been following all of the great CM Punk news that's been coming out in the last couple of weeks, he announced that he was joining the UFC this past Saturday at a UFC event. But prior to that, he actually went on a podcast with his friend Colt Cabana and talked about why he left.
That is a name and a half.
Colt Cabana?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I could call him Matt Classic, but yeah, Colt Cabana is his kind of current gimmick. But yeah, they talked about why CM Punk left the WWE, or more accurately, how CM Punk was fired on his wedding day.
Oh, he's fired. He did not want to leave this ultra legitimate sports world.
Oh, there's our Green Ranger coming to the ring.
He's got the sweetest facial hair I've ever seen in my life.
So you built him. So talk to me a little bit about like what you did on our Green Ranger.
All right, so we took essentially a white man, gave him a goatee, gave him every tattoo we could find that throw on a body. Basically 900 different tribal tattoos. We just stacked them on each other. We gave him this incredibly large and beautiful Green Ranger, White Ranger combo t-shirt. We thought, what would Jason David Frank make? Well, I can't say his name. JDF. We're going to call him JDF because I don't have time to say his whole name. JDF is wearing the double print, double-sided crazy.
Yeah, no, that's a classy T-shirt. Has the image on both sides and stuff. Very nice, very slick.
And then he's got on his shorts because why wouldn't you? If you're the Green Ranger or the White Ranger, or both, as he was, you're gonna wear all the prints. Clearly.
Okay, awesome. Now, for everybody watching at home, me and Michael, horrible at this game. We haven't played a wrestling game in a long, long time. But so what we decided to do is we're doing an
Raw.
Yeah, since SmackDown versus Raw, No Mercy for the N64, like old school stuff.
No. Yeah. You're already okay. So we're playing a last man stand, Iron Man
match. So it's 15-minute time limit no matter what. So no matter what we do, no matter how many times one of us loses, it's going to go 15 minutes, and that way, we actually have time to talk and discuss the news and reminisce about our favorite Power Rangers memories. Michael, what was your favorite Power Ranger memory?
All right, so there's this episode. I can't recall exactly what happened, but there was this thing, some sort of creature, if you will, I think made all the parents weird and crazy, and everything was just kind of gray. That's all I remember.
I think that's the movie.
That's not the movie.
A slime guy makes...
It's not the ooze. It was an episode.
Okay.
And
Wicked and Saguri.
Yeah, I don't remember exactly what else happened in that episode. There was also, I think it was one of the last episodes of the original series where they go to some weird desert place. They find a sword. They all touch it together. All have a happy moment. And I think that's when he becomes a White Ranger.
So yeah, for those of you who aren't well versed on your Power Rangers, Jason David Frank was the Green Ranger that a lot of us older millennials know and love. But he also came back several other times. He was the Green Ranger and he was the White Ranger, which you can see on his shirt. But he was also the Red Ranger from Power Rangers Zeo, the Red Ranger from Power Rangers Turbo, and the Black Ranger from Dino Thunder, I believe. So he's been quite a few different Rangers over the years.
How long has Power Rangers been on?
Like 94, early 90s. Oh, here's the little mini game where we gotta kind of find the hot spots and transition.
What is going on? I've hit you with 2 moves. That's all I can hit you with. I do not. Oh, I kicked you.
So yeah, X is your kicks. A I think is your grabs, something like that.
It feels like A doesn't do anything for me. I believe the person who made the CM Punk incompleted his move set. He has kick. He has some sort of punch, and that's literally about it. You got so many moves, man.
Oh, look at that.
Looks like an actual fighter.
Yeah, so we kind of cut corners with the Jason David Frank character. I just kind of gave him Brian Daniels' moveset.
Bryan?
Daniel Bryan, Brian Danielson, same guy, 2 different wrestling names, but
large beard,
very ample beard. Man, I wish I could grow a beard that good.
Yeah, you're not. For those of you who can't tell by this voice, I am an Asian male. Face hair does not grow. It's not a thing. I've been trying all my life. I haven't shaved since 1990, and it doesn't seem to be working out for me. I've looked up all different kinds of remedies, and just nothing works. I wanted to try Rogaine. Like, that is a thing I want to try for my face, so I can have a professional wrestler's beard.
If anybody out there in the audience has ever actually tried putting Rogaine on your face, I would love to know what happens. Just professional curiosity. Please give us some info on that.
If it works for anybody, I will do it immediately. I want a beard so bad. I want to shave. It's difficult living in a world where
look at that suplex.
Most people consider beards the manliest thing you can have, and when you can't grow that, you feel like a little boy for the rest of your life, even in your mid-20s. It's not a good feeling, Frank.
We're having awesome commentary by the Michael Cole here. I just did Brian Danielson's running knee, and he's like, awesome elbow. I was like, that was my knee.
Michael Cole also has a goatee, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I haven't seen Michael Cole in a lot of years, I gotta admit, but last time I checked, he had a horrible goatee.
Here we go. We're going wrestling.
Oh, we're going in the corner, coming out. Irish whip into the corner. Oh, countered. Oh, belly-to-belly suplex.
It's not fair. You actually know how to wrestle in real life, so you translate to this game, I think.
For those of you who don't know, I learned how to do amateur wrestling.
That did not make any sense. You were kicking one way, and your body moved the other way.
The physics in the game are a little bit off. Big wrestling fan, learned how to wrestle, took a lot of Taekwondo when I was younger, so I'm a huge kind of martial arts nerd, and I've done my best to kind of keep track of these guys and their different careers,
Oh, you're out of the ring.
Oh, no. Oh, I'm outside the ring.
How do I get out? How do I get out? I'm stuck here. I
You're
think
just
I'm
yelling at
flipping
me.
you off.
How do I get up? How do I get up? It's
You're
complicated.
gonna get timed out.
Luckily for us, it's an. Oh god, he actually is counting. Why is he counting? Stop counting. How do I get in the ring?
Mr. Referee Man, stop.
Oh, look at the
There we
choke.
go. No, I'm not letting you back in. Oh no, you hurt me.
Oh, I found it. It's a bumper.
How do I stop? Just
There we
stop
go.
being dazed. He hit you in the face just a little bit. There we go. Alright. That shirt.
Oh,
Look at
see,
that shirt.
this is so great. Jerry Lawler is telling me that 5 minutes is left in this contest. Now I know how long we've been talking. It's
Oh,
so
you
great.
can't- you
Oh,
can't
there's
pin
an
me.
oh my
Don't
god
pin
moment.
me.
I don't know
You
how to do
can't
an oh
pin
my
me.
god moment.
It's not time. It's not his time to go.
Okay, I can charge a finisher. Yes, yes.
No, I'm getting up. I'm getting up. I'm getting up.
Oh,
Okay.
Raccoon.
You're just trying to kill CM Punk now.
Yep.
I think the game just lost its mind for a second there.
Yeah, it flashed the impact of that knee, which wasn't exactly the best thing ever. Oh, we're running to the ropes. Going for the. Okay, that was the worst.
There we go.
That was the worst.
I'm
I'm
back.
horrible
It's
at
back
video
in the
games.
game. It's back in the game.
I used to play a ton of wrestling games back in
Oh,
the SmackDown
the
versus Raw
reversals.
era, like when I was in high school. But unfortunately, I haven't played any of the 2K stuff.
All right, let's get pumped up.
Oh,
here.
no, okay.
I think
Now
he's
Punk
telling
is
you to
charging
get
his
up
finisher.
so I can kill you. He's going to murder you.
Oh, it's time for the go to sleep.
That's the name of his. That's his finisher.
Yep, this is the GTS, the go to
What?
sleep.
That looks so violent.
You just need me in the face.
No, pin it. How to?
Oh,
So I got a point.
yep. I still haven't figured out how to kick out yet. I'm working on it.
Jeez, those kicks. Those kicks. You ever been kicked in real life in the stomach? Oh yeah, I imagine that. It sucks for anybody who's never been kicked in the stomach, or kneed, or kicked in the face until your head spins around. It is an awful thing.
Oh, it looks like I'm setting up for some sort of very complicated surfboard style. Oh, there we go. Never mind. Forget the surfboard. Just straight up stomping on the knees.
This game is so violent. You know, you should
Yeah.
let kids play this game.
But yeah, so Phil Brooks, CM Punk, has actually had a kind of a crazy wrestling career. But he, a lot of his wrestling moves, like the go to sleep that you just saw, actually came from.
Yeah, it's happening again.
Oh no, not a pin. Oh, haven't figured out how to kick out yet. It's very complicated.
Clearly.
Hey, back in my day, you just had to smash the A button a lot to kick out of pins.
It tells you on the screen frame. It's something with buttons.
Yeah, it's something with a button. It's some sort of quick time event. Oh, there we go. At least I was able to counter that.
So, fun little fact: me and my cousins used to actually take the old wrestling games, go to the creative characters so we could play all the theme music,
Hmm
and we would we'd walk into the room, play all the theme music as those characters, and those were the best times of my life.
I used to get the games and then do weird, crazy creator wrestlers like Spider-Man or Snake Eyes from the G.I. Joe.
The craziest character you could make is an existing character that's been alive for like 60 years.
Yeah.
Spider-Man.
Well, I mean, I wasn't a very inventive
No.
child, but look at this.
Okay.
I get a pin now.
Oh,
See,
you know,
it's not so easy, is it?
it's not because
it's-
you're not giving
it's-
me time here. Bro.
Yeah, it's very
You're not giving me
difficult.
time.
Oh, snap suplex. Look at that.
Now tell me, why don't they let go of Jason David Frank? Why does it keep coming back to Power Rangers?
I mean, I gotta say, it probably, pays
Why
well.
won't the man move on?
Whoa, big swing. That's weird. That's a weird finishing move.
Well, if he were a Power Ranger, it's not that weird. He'd probably throw him to space right now.
Yeah, just tossing Goldar around the ring.
He's a very strong man. He spun him for a long time.
Yep.
Like I imagine that takes a lot of
Knee DT.
strength. EDT does not sound like a real thing.
Oh. So you gotta hold A. It looks like to kick out.
But the little zone is getting smaller.
Yeah, I guess
Is it
as we
because
get
are
tired,
dying? Because
as we're getting our butts kicked.
we're killing each other. They're dying out here, guys. Save.
Oh
the
no,
kick,
it's
the kick.
I am horrible at this game. The countering system in this game is just not the best. I gotta admit.
No. Oh, there we go. There we go.
Oh, the cardio is horrible.
What's your least favorite Power Ranger? Who's your least favorite Power Ranger?
I don't. There's been a lot of bad Power Rangers. Anything in the last 5 years is pretty bad. But for the sake of only being able to remember a handful of names, I'm gonna go with Billy,
The Blue Ranger?
the blue nerdy Power Ranger. Not my favorite because
He looks like the nicest human being in the world.
I'm
He's the
sure.
kind of guy who will ask, "Hey, do you want a croissant?"
So I heard that he stole all of Bulk and Skull's clothing to wear. So like off stage, he was just like a crazy punk dude back in the day. Who knows?
Oh, we were gonna break his arms.
Look at that Mexican surfboard. Look at that amazing Mexican surfboard.
That is a very inappropriate name.
It's the name of the move. It's a surfboard.
Yeah, it's
Mexican
incredibly inappropriate. Okay. We're just gonna live in a world where we accept that as a wrestling name.
Yeah, unfortunately, a lot of wrestling names are weird. Very weird. Oh god, another go to sleep. Can I counter? Is there a way to counter? I don't know how to counter. Nope, I just get kneed in the face.
Because he's.
So
why he's gonna win the wrestling UFC.
So in a UFC fight, you think the 0-0 Phil Brooks could beat the 4-0 Jason David Frank?
Yes, because those aren't real fights that JDF. We'll go with JDF again. Those are amateur fights.
Mm-hmm.
Really, any fight is an amateur fight unless it's in a UFC ring nowadays.
Yeah, the UFC have kind of purchased all the other MMA groups in the US. There's no Strike Force anymore.
CM Punk has been 17,000 fake fights, so it kind of equals out to 4 amateur fights. I'm gonna say it's a pretty equal fight.
Yeah, CM Punk's definitely had a lot more injuries from fake fighting than JDF has had from real fighting. CM Punk had, I think, his ribs broken by Ryback.
What in the world is a Ryback?
Ryback is a very steroid-filled dude who wrestles in spandex.
He is not a Pokemon. That's a very Pokemon-esque name. Ryback.
Ryback kind of sounds like a Pokemon. Right on, Ryback. I follow you. I like it. How can you? Can I get on the top rope? Do I have like a top rope move? How do we get on the top rope here? Oh.
No, I can. You're never gonna get me.
Probably not. How do I get down? Oh, I can get down. Yay! Awesome.
Oh, there's running and kicking. These are things I've just found out 10 minutes into our game.
Yeah, 10 minutes into the game. Oh, look at that. Oh, man, I had the game over locked in. The yes lock of the game over.
Okay. Here we go. This is where...
If we were good at this game, it might be a lot more fun. But since we're not...
There we go.
Oh.
We're going for the 4th pin.
Okay. Oh.
You're not going to kick out. You're not going to kick out.
Oh, come on. I totally had that. This is like the worst thing ever. Oh. Anyway, so CM Punk has a black belt in Gracie Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, I believe. So, maybe he might be able to tap out Jason David Frank. I think this fight might be a really good idea. Definitely, Dana White said that when CM Punk joined the UFC, that his first fight would be someone with like equal experience. So somebody who was also making like their UFC debut or something like that. So
does the UFC even want Jason David Frank? Like that's the big question.
I mean, I don't think so. I think Jason David Frank wants the UFC.
He seems like the kind of guy who wants to invite himself to a party, because you know that everybody knows that kid. It's like, oh, you invited him. You mind if I go? And we didn't want you in the first place, but you're gonna be here anyway. So, shoot.
Oh, Northern Light suplex. Oh, too fast to get with the counter.
Again, that is the only move I know how to do. I know how to slap you and do that one move and pin you every 2 seconds. It's gonna happen again, and you're not gonna kick out. Just accept it. Just let it happen. Just let it happen.
Oh god, I'm so bad at kicking out.
I have 5 points to your 2.
So I have 2 minutes to make up these 3 losses. Let's see if I can do it.
I'm gonna finishing move you again. I'm gonna GT whatever it's called.
GTS, go to sleep.
Go to sleep.
The countering system in this game is just atrocious. But I'm really excited overall that like CM Punk is gonna make like a UFC debut. I don't know how good he'll be. I don't know if he'll win all of his matches or if he'll make it to be a champion. But it's definitely really an interesting thing to see if he can do
I hope
it.
It brings some character, because UFC is very lackluster in that department. Everyone's just kind of guy.
Yeah.
But we can bring some characters in, because I know for a fact that CM Punk is actually a nerd, like a pretty big one too.
Yeah, I mean he has like a couple of GI Joe tattoos and a Pepsi logo tattoo. Like the guy, he's been on.
The guy has a flux capacitor in his house.
Oh, I want a flux
true
capacitor.
Statement. I kid you not. From I listened to him on an interview. He has a flux capacitor in his living room that he spent a lot of money on.
I believe he has also hosted or been one of the, I guess, panel guests you would say on The Talking Dead, right?
Yeah, he's a zombie man.
Mm-hmm.
He's a zombie fan, as many people are.
Oh, there we go. Look at that arm bar. Look at that UFC style
arm bar. We're getting
bar.
close to the end. You're not gonna pin me 2 more times. You're gonna die.
Yeah, I gotta figure out how to pin.
I'm gonna suplex you another time, and you're gonna fly through the room. Okay. This may be a really good comeback if I can't. What is going? Just come on,
Okay.
CM Punk.
Oh! I have a signature.
CM Punk. No, you have no signature move. That's. Get up. Get up.
Okay.
Get up. Do not
Pin,
do not
pin,
let him kill
pin.
you.
Go for the rope break. Can we got it? Can you kick out? Can you kick out? Oh, okay. So we have a tie. So I gotta try and if I can try and get one more.
No.
Oh man.
No, he's not. I'm not getting back on the ground.
Oh.
Just stand up.
I don't know if this is gonna be too close. This is gonna be like right on the wire. It's gonna be right on the wire. Oh god, I don't think I can do it. I don't think I can do it.
You can't do it.
Oh no,
You're
no,
dead.
no.
You're
Oh
dead.
no.
You're dead. Okay.
Oh, even if I go for the pin right now, there's not enough time.
So what we've learned here is they are exactly the same person.
Yeah, it looks
They
like.
can't beat each other.
So as our scientific test has totally 100% proven, if Jason David Frank and Phil CM Punk Brooks had a UFC fight, it would turn out to be a draw, and we, the nerdy fan base, would be the ultimate winners.
Yeah,
So-
I want to see a guy named Punk fight a guy named Frank.
Yeah, absolutely sounds like a great idea. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this Let's Play. Sorry about sucking at the wrestling game, but
We'll
we'll get better
learn.
one day. We'll learn, we swear.
But we probably won't do any more of these Let's Plays. They probably won't ask us back.
Yeah, they'll never let us play this game again. But to everybody out there, let us know in the comments what you think of CM Punk joining the UFC, what you think of the idea of him fighting Jason David Frank,
What you think of Megazords?
what you think of Megazords, Power Rangers, all of that good stuff. Let us know in the comments. And for all of your video game, Let's Play, MMA, UFC, pro wrestling needs, stay tuned to IGN.
Megazords.
Megazords.